What's going on, guys? Philip here, and today I wanted to talk a little about what I think the new Amnesia game is going to be about. So what has been released so far are two trailers, and on their site for the game with the address aamfp.com, they've been releasing two things so far. Yeah, two things so far. One of them being some artwork and some what was it? Vague hints of what the plot is going to be, which I already said in a previous video, but I'm going to say it now as well. So, the year is 1899. Wealthy industrialist Oswald Mandes has returned home from a disastrous expedition to Mexico, which has ended in tragedy. Racked by fever, haunted by dreams of a dark machine, he recovers consciousness in his own bed, with no idea how much time has passed since his last memory. As he struggles to his feet, somewhere beneath him, an engine splutters, coughs, roars into life. Yeah, he comes home and he hears this machine. So yeah, this Oswald Mandes um, is going to be the main character of this game. That is known. And in the first trailer, you can hear in the ending, you can hear him talking to a professor. And I'm going to quote him right now. Let's see here. Okay, it's from the professor to Mr. Mandes. My dear Mr. Mandes, I admire your vision. I truly do. But there are surely not enough pigs in the whole of London to feed the appetite of such a machine. And from Mr. Mandes to the professor. That all rather depends, professor, on what one considers to be a pig. Ba ba ba! So, this may not make any sense before we read this. A letter of heartfelt thanks from Mrs. Tabitha Stepwood. My dear Mr. Mandes, I take this opportunity to write to you personally with my sincerest and most heartfelt thanks. Your generosity is an inspiration to us all. Last night I sat at the head of the table and watched the orphans happily eating. For once they will not go to sleep hungry. This morning Alice knocked upon my door and she had made for you this tussie-mussy of dried flowers, which I enclose. Please tell the kind sir, she said, that these were the finest sausages a child ever ate. To see a starveling so rosy-cheeked and well-fattened, well, sir, it is a miracle most profound. You are indeed in your debt, Mr. Mandes, and I am delighted to say that I have spoken with the governors and they agree that we can proceed with your program for child labor reform without hesitation. I hope you will find our children full of promise. They will, I assure you, sir, make the most wonderful additions to your product line. So he said that it depends on what one may consider to be a pig. So what I think is that he's going to have these child laborers in his factory, and he's going to use them in his machine and have them as pigs. So yeah, he's going to slaughter children and pigs together in the same machine in order to feed London, I guess. And in the trailer, you can see some kids running around. One of them even says "daddy" or "father," I believe. So maybe his son, or I think it's a boy voice, I can't remember, accidentally gets killed in this machine. I don't know, but that's what you may think. And I also think that maybe he's being haunted or something for doing these terrible actions. I don't really know why there's a pig man. Maybe because he slaughtered man and pigs, and it's been like a combination to haunt him. Let's see. So this is what I've been able to gather so far. So let's see here. Yes, Oswald Mandes is a let's see. He's a wealthy industrialist. He built a machine for pigs, and a very big, I guess, because because of the quote from the professor. Um, and he uses children and pigs, well, hypothetically, to feed his machine. So, and he's being haunted for doing this, I guess. So yeah, that is what I have gathered so far. Let's see if I don't think I've forgotten anything. I didn't want to break down the trailers or whatever with the environments because it seemed bleh. You can figure it out for yourself. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching. Gracias por ver. If you have any additional information, if you have any thoughts, if you agree or disagree with me, please, please, please leave a comment or send me a message because I want to know more. So yeah, I wish you a fine day, and until next time, hasta luego.